life could change in a single moment, not in 10 years.
Not someday.
One decision, one bold move, one moment where you stop listening to fear and start listening to the voice inside you that says, I was made for more. Every successful person you admire was once standing where you are now, confused, afraid, uncertain, doubting themselves. But the difference is they made a decision to fight instead of quit, a decision to grow instead of stay comfortable, a decision to believe in themselves when nobody else did. Right now, your future is waiting on the other side of one choice. One choice to wake up earlier. One choice to stop making excuses. One choice to leave behind toxic habits, toxic people, and toxic thinking. Because your destiny is not controlled by your past, it's controlled by the decisions you make today. Too many people spend their lives waiting for motivation, waiting for the perfect time, waiting for permission. But greatness doesn't wait. Champions are built the moment they decide that enough is enough. Maybe you failed before. Maybe life knocked you down harder than anyone knows. But hear this clearly. Your setback is not your ending. This course will be the chapter where everything changes. The chapter where you stop surviving and stop becoming the person you were born to be. You are one decision away from a completely different life. One decision away from confidence. One decision away from discipline. One decision away from becoming unstoppable. So the question is not, can you change your life? The question is, will you make the decision that changes everything? Most people wait for life to change before they change themselves. They wait for motivation, opportunity, support, or the perfect moment. But transformation begins the second you make a real decision. Not a weak wish, not temporary excitement, a true decision backed by commitment. There comes a moment in every person's life when they get tired of being tired. Tired of excuses, tired of fear, tired of watching others live the life they secretly dream about. That moment can either break you or awaken you, and the difference lies in one decision. The truth is, your future is being built by the choices you make every single day. Small choices become habits. Habits become character. Character becomes destiny. The person you become tomorrow is decided by what you choose today. You do not need to have everything figured out before you begin. Most successful people started confused, uncertain, and afraid, but they made one powerful decision. They refused to stay where they were. They understood that growth requires movement, even when the path is unclear. Sometimes the decision is simple but life-changing. Waking up earlier, ending toxic relationships, taking care of your health, staying disciplined, or finally believing in yourself. One decision can completely redirect the course of your life. Your breakthrough is not as far away as you think. It may not require a miracle. It may only require courage. The courage to say, I deserve better, and I'm willing to work for it. Never underestimate the power of a committed mind. One decision made with full conviction can change everything forever. Fear has stopped more dreams than failure ever could. So many people spend their lives trapped in average situations, not because they lack ability, but because fear convinces them not to try. Fear whispers lies into the mind. It says you are not ready, not talented enough, not smart enough, or not capable enough. But fear is not truth. Fear is only a test. Every great person you admire had moments where they were terrified. They doubted themselves. They questioned their abilities. They worried about failing and being judged. The difference is they acted anyway. They understood that courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is taking action despite fear. You cannot grow while staying comfortable. Comfort zones may feel safe, but they slowly destroy potential. Nothing extraordinary happens inside a life built on safety and excuses. Growth begins when you challenge yourself to move beyond what feels familiar. Many people wait until fear disappears before taking action, but fear rarely disappears first. Action is what weakens fear. The more you confront challenges, the stronger your confidence becomes. Every difficult step teaches your mind that you are capable of more than you imagine. The saddest thing is not failure. The saddest thing is reaching the end of your life filled with regret because fear controlled your decisions. Imagine knowing you had greatness inside you but never gave yourself permission to unleash it. Your dreams are on the other side of fear. The life you want is waiting behind the wall you are afraid of to climb. The moment you stop listening to fear and start listening to purpose, your entire future begins to change. Motivation feels powerful, but motivation alone is unreliable. Some days you feel inspired. Other days you feel tired, distracted, or discouraged. If you only work when you feel motivated, you will never reach your highest potential. This is why discipline matters more than motivation. Discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want now. It is waking up early when your mind says sleep longer. It is staying focused when distractions surround you. It is continuing to work when results are not immediate. Every successful person learns this lesson. Winners do not rely on feelings. They rely on standards. They create habits that push them forward even when emotions try to pull them backward. The problem with most people is not lack of dreams. The problem is inconsistency. They start strong and quit when things become difficult. They expect fast success, and when progress slows down, they lose belief. But real success is built in silence, repetition, and patience. Discipline transforms ordinary people into powerful people. Small actions repeated daily, massive results over time. Reading 10 pages every day may not seem important, but over a year, it changes your mindset. Exercising daily may feel difficult at first, but eventually it transforms your body and confidence. You cannot control every situation in life, but you can control your habits, and your habits shape your future. There will be days when you feel like giving up, days when nothing seems to work, days when the journey feels lonely. Those are the moments discipline matters most, because true strength is revealed when you continue despite discomfort. The life you dream about is not created through occasional effort. It is created through consistent discipline. Stay committed long enough, and your future will begin to reflect the work you refuse to quit. One of the most important decisions you will ever make is choosing who and what surrounds you. Your environment influences your mindset, your habits, your confidence, and ultimately your future. If you constantly surround yourself with negativity, excuses, and people who settle for less, eventually that mindset will affect you. Energy is contagious. The people around you either inspire growth or drain your potential. Many people stay stuck because they remain connected to environments that keep them weak. Toxic friendships, negative conversations, unhealthy habits, and constant distractions slowly destroy ambition. You cannot build a powerful future while living in an environment that encourages weakness. Strong people understand the importance of protecting their mind. They become intentional about what they watch, who they listen to, and where they spend their time. Because whatever you feed your mind consistently becomes your reality. Sometimes growth requires separation. Not because you hate people, but because you finally respect your future enough to protect it. You cannot become your best self while constantly returning to places that break your spirit. Look at the people closest to you. Do they challenge you to grow? Do they support your goals? Do they push you toward greatness? Or do they encourage excuses and negativity? Your environment should fuel your vision, not destroy it. This also applies to your daily habits. What you consume mentally matters. The books you read, the videos you watch, the conversations you entertain, all of these shape your mindset. Successful, well, people feed their mind with purpose, wisdom, and positivity because they understand that a strong mind creates a strong life. You may not control where you started, but you can control what you allow into your future. Choose environments that strengthen your discipline, increase your confidence, and inspire your greatness. The right environment can transform your life faster than you imagine. Most people are afraid to fail, but failure is not your enemy. Failure is one of life's greatest teachers. Every successful person has failed more times than most people are willing to try. Failure becomes dangerous only when you allow it to define your identity. Too many people experience one setback and immediately decide they are not good enough. They fall once and never get back up. But winners understand something powerful. Failure is not proof that you should stop. It is proof that you are trying, learning, and growing. Every mistake teaches a lesson. Every setback builds resilience. Every difficult season develops strength that comfort could never create. Think about the strongest people you know. Their strength did not come from easy experiences. It came from pain, rejection, disappointment, and struggle. Hard moments shape powerful minds. You must stop seeing failure as embarrassment. Failure is part of the process. Nobody masters anything without struggle. Nobody becomes successful without obstacles. The road to greatness is filled with moments that test your patience, confidence, and determination. The people who change their lives are not people who never fail. They are people who refuse to quit after failing. Sometimes life breaks you so it can rebuild you stronger. Sometimes losing is necessary because it teaches you discipline, humility, wisdom, and resilience. Pain often creates the strongest transformations. Do not let temporary defeat convince you that your future is over. A setback is not your final chapter. It is only a moment in your story. Your failures do not define your value. Your response to failure defines your future.
Stand back up.
Learn from the pain. Keep moving forward. One day, the struggle you survive will become the strength that inspires others. Many people chase success without realizing that true success begins within. Money, recognition, and achievements mean nothing if you lose yourself in the process. The most impressive, important transformation is not what you gain externally, it is who you become internally. Success without character is empty. The journey toward greatness is not only about reaching goals, it is about building discipline, confidence, integrity, patience, and mental strength. These qualities create a foundation that can survive any challenge. Anyone can look successful for a short time, but lasting success belongs to people who develop themselves from the inside out. Strong character creates strong decisions. Strong decisions create strong lives. You must become someone who can handle the future you are asking for. Many people want success, but they are not prepared for the responsibility, pressure, and sacrifices that come with it. Growth requires maturity. It requires emotional control, self-respect, and the ability to remain focused even during difficult seasons. The person you become during the struggle is more valuable than the reward itself. Because success can be lost, but character stays with you forever. Life is constantly shaping you through challenges. Every difficult moment gives you an opportunity to become wiser or weaker, stronger or more negative, disciplined, distracted. The choice is yours. Do not measure your progress only by results. Measure it by your mindset. Are you stronger than before? More disciplined? More focused? More resilient? That is real growth. One day people will admire your success, but they will never fully understand the battles you fought to become the person standing before them. Be proud of your journey, because in the end, changing your life is not only about achieving more, it is about becoming more.